Welcome to another installment of Creative Solutions. I'm Travis Chapman.
I'm Kenneth Vaughn.
And today we're extremely excited. I know I'm about to bust. I know you are too, but we have our two books. Our co-authored books came out. Our first book is Socks. Socks, Creating an Atmosphere of Expectation, Conviction, and Success. Dynamic read. Kenneth is going to expound on that a little bit here in a second. And then our second co-authored book is Bow Tie Tuesday, and this talks about creating a positive school culture. If you want to talk about both of those real quickly.
One of the things I want to go through and say is we're definitely appreciative of all your support, especially when we go back and look at the views and get some of the comments from the teachers, students, and people who are following us. All of our success is really predicated on you. The second part is, I think that both of these books are dynamic for educators, because the reality of it is, if you're trying to go through and change your school culture, I think that as you read the book and that as you process some of the questions we ask for teachers and students, it's a book that you can pass over to your high school and your middle school students and they'll understand. You'll be able to convey a message that's very clear, but also you have an understanding of when we're talking about dressing for success. If you want to see how it really pushes and changes dynamics, it gives you a fictional depiction of some of the things that we've done today.
Yes.
So if you're an educator, if you have a high school or middle school student and you're trying to push them to the next level, I would suggest you go through and get Bow Tie Tuesdays or Socks. The combination, it is a sequel. Socks is the first book. Bow Tie Tuesday is the second book. It's a sequel that if you want to change the dynamics of your school, you should just go out and get it.
Yes, and these two books, Socks and Bow Tie Tuesday, can be found on 3 different channels. You can download it to your Kindle device. It also can be found on Amazon.com as well as CreateSpace. So get it soon, and you'll definitely be blessed, and you'll love it, and you'll be able to use it. So getting to our topic today, but before we get into our topic, I got my throwback hoodie on today. This is an old school that I used to work at, but I do want to give a shout out to all of my Aggies out there. My alma mater is North Carolina A&T State University, so you know, I'm an Aggie pride, shout out to y'all.
And of course I went to the Norfolk State University, Spartan pride. Shout out to all my Norfolk people. Both of us went to HBCU, so you know, not to take away anything from any other school, but I think I love just, you know, coming from an HBCU.
Yes, that experience.
It's an experience of a lifetime.
Exactly. All right, so we digress a little bit. I know we could talk all day, you about Norfolk State and myself about North Carolina A&T State University, but we'll leave it there. We'll compete on it a little bit later. So our topic for today is friendships. All right, and when we talk about friendships, when we look at this topic, you need to start looking at who you surround yourself with. Who are the 5 top people in your life that you are associating with, affiliating with, because as the saying goes, you are the sum total, or you're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So this is a critical conversation because as we talk about moving forward, progressing, and going to the next level, who you hang around with is crucial in your growth.
One of the things I would probably tell you, as I got a little bit older, I started hitting 28, 29, and became older and started moving toward my 30s. I was very mindful of the people that I hung around. Of course, my lifelong friends, like my frat brothers and stuff like that. But I started making sure that my circle was a whole lot tighter because I understood that I was finding myself being stagnant. I was one of the best people out of the group, and I didn't feel like I was pushing or moving myself forward. So one of our biggest challenges is that if you're one of the best and the most accomplished persons in your group, you need to change your circle. I'm not saying don't be around people that you can influence, but in order to gain wisdom, to gain insight, and to understand how to move forward on your journey of success, on your journey of manhood, and of your journey to be able to kind of provide for people that's in your circle, I think it's important that you be around people who push you. So I'll let you go through and talk a little bit about that.
Well, the individuals that I currently associate with, that I call my friends, some of my best friends, you know, they're getting it in. They're getting it done. They're very accomplished individuals. They own houses, nice cars, and I'm not materialistic by any means, but what I'm saying is that that's just the fruit of the labor. You understand what I'm saying? And so I associate myself with people that are going to drive me and push me and continue to create that hunger in me to be addicted to success. And so that's who I want to be around. Now, when you start hearing the haters say, you know, you think you're better than me, you're on the right path. Because you're going to hear that. You know, you think you're better than me just because you live in this house or you drive that type of car. That's the haters talking. Now again, I don't have a problem with associating with certain other individuals. However, I want to really affiliate myself with people who are driven, people who are, you know, going to that next level in their career, or who are entrepreneurs, because that's my mindset. And I want individuals to push me.
I think one of my greatest challenges, especially for me as an educator, is that sometimes I'm around students who I know are definitely brilliant, but they hang around the wrong people. They hang around people that are smoking weed with, you know, and you're wondering why you're skipping school and you're not getting some stuff done. And then secondly, I've been around people who've been around students who've been brilliant. I look at them academically, and then I'm wondering to myself, man, well, why are you hanging around certain gang members? You see what I'm saying? Why are you trying to go through and take in that lifestyle? And it hurts me sometimes because I have to have that conversation. I'm like, man, but you don't get it. That you don't understand how dangerous this is, and you're not understanding what me and your mom or me and your dad or me and your brother trying to convey to you. You want to be around people that are only going to give you limited success. Here's the thing, I'm not talking about any gang member. I'm just saying that I don't see a whole lot of 40-year-old gang members who are successful, who have families, who don't have to worry about police officers. So if you're a gang member, listen, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. What I want to tell you is that I always think that it's important that you go through and have a vision down the road. What does success look like down the road? And if you're in a gang, I just see that as a limitation. Now, I might be wrong. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I just feel like when you open yourself up to some of the gangs, you also open up yourself to some of the danger.
There you go.
And if you hang around people that are going to potentially pose danger, then what's going to happen is you're going to have a gift that's going to be thwarted because you don't understand whether or not you're going to be stopped by the police. Whether or not you have a situation where somebody's going to be shooting at you. So you got to be very careful about who you friends. Are they sharpening you? Are they putting you in position, or are they pushing you to a place where you can go through and be more successful? Are they challenging you? Are they challenging you to not only dream, but to execute on your dreams?
So in the NBA, they call them the big three. Okay, you see the NBA players are shifting around the NBA, trying to chase that championship. But they call them the big three because each of the three individuals, each of the three players have a certain dynamics. One can score, one can rebound, one can shoot. So there's different dynamics that they bring to the team. What you need to start saying to yourself, I'm part of the big five. The big five that's going to give me that average, that's going to up my game, that's going to take me to the next level, that's going to give me that championship mindset, that's going to force me to be addicted to success, that's going to push me, that's going to cause me to be driven to go and create and accomplish, to explore, to be that entrepreneur. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to be part of the big five, not the big three. And so if we look at some of the dynamics, even going to the Bulls, Chicago Bulls back in the 1990s, you know, we've had this conversation about Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. That was the big three from the 90s. Because, you know, you got your rebounding with Rodman, you got, you know, everything with Michael Jordan. You had your scoring, your defensive talent. You had the ability to shoot, the ability to take his man off a dribble, to create his own shot. Pippen was a dynamic defender. He was a big body, but he can move like he was a guard. You know, he can shoot, he can get out and transition and run. So they brought so many things to the game, and that's what made them successful, you know, the big three. And so with your group of big five, you know, at the student level, who's helping you to study? You know, who's pushing you to study? You know, who's pushing you to get to class on time? Who's pushing you to attend school? Who's pushing you to do these things that's going to help you to be successful in academics at the high school level?
So one of the things I think that is very powerful that you said, listen, students, teachers, whoever's watching this thing, what I want you to do is take a couple seconds. I want you to write around the 5 people that
Yes.
are in your circle,
Right.
that are pushing you, that you need to be around in order to be successful moving into 2014, because you do not get it by happen chance. Do you
That's
see
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
Who you hang around. I saw it the other day, and I know somebody had to steal it from me. Your network is your net worth. Does it make
There
any
you go.
sense?
Yes.
Your success is predicated on who are you hanging around that's going to push you to the next level.
Right. So that's good, man. We're gonna keep it short and sweet today. But you know, again, identify those 5 individuals that you're associating with, and you'll begin to see, you know, where you're going based on your affiliations. We're Creative Solutions. I'm Travis Chapman.
I'm Kenneth Vaughn.
Thank you for joining.